Over the past 6 years, PGA Village in Port St. Lucie has undergone a complete renovation of all 3 of its championship courses, the Ryder, the Wanamaker, and the Dye. All 3 courses are in such great condition that earlier this year, the PGA announced the PGA Professional Championship will be held on the Wanamaker and Ryder courses at PGA Village in 2021. Under the watchful eye of Head Superintendent Dick Gray, the original course designers, Tom Fazio and Pete Dye, helped update and modernize all 3 courses without changing any of the original designs. The result is 3 outstanding Florida courses that are enjoyable for the average golfer, but challenging to low handicaps or even professionals. Memberships are available at the 3 courses, plus all are open to public play. Tom Fazio designed both the Ryder and Wanamaker courses, and Pete Dye used his architectural magic to create a beautiful 18-hole course at PGA Village. In my opinion, it's one of the very best in Florida. I always love to play the Dye course when I visit PGA Village. The flow of the course and the bunkering and the challenging greens make it a great test for any golfaholic. Now that the heavy lifting is complete at PGA Village, the staff is ready to tackle the more mundane issues at the busy club and make the golfing experience enjoyable. Azaleas and wildflowers are being added, plus cart path improvements are underway. One of the new items is express check-in for players. Once your tee time is confirmed at any one of the 3 courses, you no longer need to stand in line in the pro shop to sign in. After the staff helps you get your gear out of the car and onto an awaiting cart, go directly to the range of the putting green and then to the first tee to check in there. Holly Taylor has been the head professional at PGA Village for the past 5 years. She feels this new express check-in is one of the best innovations in golf. Here we are at PGA Village in Port St. Lucie, Florida. We are happy to be talking with Holly Taylor, who is the head professional here. Holly, welcome to Back Nine Report TV.
Thank you, Fred. Glad to be here.
So, Holly, you've been here at PGA Village for several years.
I have 10 and a half years as the head pro. I started as head pro, then went to the Learning Center for 3 years as a director, and then came back here as the head pro at the PGA Golf Club again.
What is probably the biggest change you've seen in the 10 years that you've been here?
Well, when I started here 10 years ago, we were a 54-hole facility, which was completely public. All the members were based out of the PGA Country Club down the street, which is now the St. Lucie Trail. And now that I've been back, in the 5 years that I've been back over here at the golf club, you know, we're just have a growing, vibrant membership. We're about in season. We're probably about 70% member play and 30% outside play. And then we have about, in the summer, we probably about 60% of our members are year round. And we just have a dynamic member event calendar and do some fun things, you know, great member guests, and it's just growing. It's wonderful.
We should mention, too, that around the property, around the golf courses, there are 3 golf courses. There's a lot of different housing opportunities. There's condos, pretty much everything available that someone up in the cold weather states is looking for a winter home or a winter place to hang up, and you're a golfer. This is pretty much a perfect place, isn't it?
It is, and our golf courses are spectacular, and what's really neat about them is each one of them is completely different. So you just have a really great experience being able to play 3 terrific courses and each one being very different to itself.
So, Holly, one of the things I understand is that PGA Village has instituted a new check-in policy. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
We have. Just starting this past Monday, we're going to a mobile check-in. So all of our members guests, and even the public that have reserved a tee time can come and just go straight to the tee. They can pay member charge or pay by credit card, and we have our assistant professionals on the tee that, you know, welcome them and, you know, ensure that our pace of play is good and what the rules of the golf course are for that day.
So you can come out, check your bag at the curb. The gentleman will take care of it, put in your card for you. You can go out to the range, hit a few balls, go right to the tee, and they'll check you in there. You don't have to stand in line in the pro shop. You don't have to take extra time to go through there. Sounds like a pretty slick process.
Well, I was out there yesterday on the Dye course, and I thought it was great. I think the members enjoyed it, a lot more interaction with the assistants and even myself with the members, and pace of play was perfect.
Holly, thanks so much for taking a few minutes to talk with us. We wish you a lot of good luck here at PGA Village.
Thank you.
Dick Gray was hired with the mandate to bring the 3 courses at PGA Village back to the caliber of condition and playability that the PGA professionals expect. Dick was named Golf Superintendent of the Year in 2016, and his motto for his staff from the beginning has been, "Every course is tournament ready every day." While he oversaw the renovations at each course, he trained his staff to do the important work to ensure everyone, hacker or professional, would experience a challenging and enjoyable round. We had the opportunity to talk with Dick about the status of the 3 courses and preparations underway for the 2021 PGA Professional Championship. We're here at PGA Village in Port St. Lucie. We're talking with Head Superintendent Dick Gray. Dick, you've been here how long now?
6 years.
Boy, it just seems like longer than that.
Went quick, though.
Went quick. Dick, one of the things when Ted Bishop was president of the PGA brought you down here to help kind of fix this place up a little bit, dress it up. It kind of had fallen in disarray, and you've had your hands full doing that for the last 6 years.
Well, it was underappreciated, but, we got a good team together, and it worked out pretty good. We put some money into it, we put some energy into it, we put some time into it, and it's pretty good, I think, now. I think they did a nice job.
So there's 3 courses here, the Wanamaker, the Ryder, and the Dye. I think you did the Wanamaker first, you did the Dye next, and then you did the Ryder, which just finished up last year or the year before, I believe.
Yeah, we finished the Ryder a year ago. It's grown in for just a year now, and it's really kind of matured now, kind of blooming out.
I really had not played the Ryder course for a long time, and last year I played it after the renovation. And it was really nice, but I got to tell you, I played it this year, just got done, just came off the course. It's growing in, it looks really good. It's so much fun to play. For the average golfer, you could play that golf course all the time and just have a good time.
Yeah, we reframed it. It still has the same bones and everything that Tom Fazio put into it, but all we did was just kind of reframe it to make it kind of feel a little different, look a little different, and play a little different. And it's probably my second favorite one now. Obviously, Pete's Place is my favorite one, but the Ryder I really like.
Playing the Wanamaker, of course, you did the renovation there first. And the first time I played it, it was still a little bit rough. It hadn't grown all in yet. But then I've played it a couple times since then. It's really a nice golf course. It's a little bit more demanding off the tee. You got to place your ball a little bit better there. There's a little more trouble maybe than there at the Ryder course.
Yeah, the Wani is from tee to green. You've got to play the whole thing. And we got a lot of fairway bunkers, and they're very severe. And, there's no room for an errant shot. The Ryder is a lot more forgiving, which makes it a little more fun. But, the Wani will be, we're building some tees on it for this tournament coming up. We've got the professional tournament coming up. So we're building, I think, 4 tees because they can hit it a long ways and, just to accommodate that. But, and doing some range work with the practice facility, we're redoing that. Just getting it ready. The condition of the golf course, I think, won't change anything. We have our mission statement is tournament ready every day. So when we have all these tournaments out here, we really don't have a lot to do. We really don't. We just go out and do what we do on a daily basis. So if people come to play here, they play the same tournament or the same golf course that the tournament people play. And, we do all the hazard lines are always painted in, the cups are always painted up, so it's just like a tournament. So that's what we do. So when it comes in, I think we'll be okay. I don't see us changing much at all. It's just that we're going to make some different on some tees on the golf course just for length. Other than that, I think we'll be okay.
Dick, you mentioned that in 2020 the PGA Professional National Championship is coming here, which is a big feather in the cap. What courses is that going to be played over?
Well, I think we're going to be on the Ryder and the Dye. And it's going to be a large field, and I think it's going to take 2 golf courses. Other than that, I don't know if the format's been laid out for me anyway. But for us, it is from a place that they were kind of shunning there for the longest time, and now they've got some confidence in us, and I think they think that we can do it. So, and we can. We've got a great team. We got good people on the Ryder, the Dye, and the Wanamaker. We just got good people there, and got good coaching, so I think we'll be okay.
We should mention that Dick was National Superintendent of the Year. That ended last year, so you've kind of come down a notch since then. But still, you have that in your background, and you've spent the last 6 years renovating these golf courses, and now for the next few years leading into the National PGA, you can kind of fix some of the stuff around the edges, get a little more flowering, get some of the cart path edges up, do some of that stuff that makes it look a little prettier, maybe.
Oh no, that's what we work on now. The major stuff's been done, but cart paths, yeah, we're working on the cart paths and cleaning those up a little bit. Working on the edges of the golf course. As a matter of fact, today we were out planting some azaleas. So cool. We've planted a couple of hundred now, and that's kind of the direction we're going. We've been doing wildflowers. We got some beehives out there. And so we have honey, and we got on number 9, and our brand is called Die Select number 9. But we've got 2 hives up there, and by the end of the summer, we'll have 2 hives on the Rider and 2 more hives on the Wanamaker. And then we have this wildflower program where Syngenta gives us free wildflower seed, so we got and plant those. So we've got posies year-round out here now. We've got color and we got pollination.
That's fantastic. Dick, I know one of your pet peeves is how average golfers repair divots on the golf course. Can you give us a little lesson on how to correctly fix a divot one of those babies, do you want corn planted in there, or what do you want?
Well, that's a big thing for us because now the divot. To fix the divot is really an act of sportsmanship. It has nothing to do with us, the golf course people. It has everything to do with the game. So that you fix the divot so that that's what you would play out of if somebody hit it and you hit it into their divot, that you would have something to play off of. So it's more for sportsmanship than anything. And then you see the guy that we call them heapers. And the heapers put too much sand in there and then they don't flatten it out.
But you have the sand on every cart. All they got to do is take it off there and use it.
Right. And they do, and they think they're doing us a favor, by heaping those things up. And I just tell people, when I see that, I say, look, it's not for me. It may help a little bit, but it's for the golfer, the guy behind you. If it's heaped up, his ball's going to be in it, and you can't hit that shot. And so you hope the guy in front of you does for you what you're going to do for the guy behind you. But the other part of it is, it gets into our mowers. And when you have all that sand out there and it's piled up like a snow cone, and then those mowers go through there, it's kind of like dragging your razor across the parking lot and then trying to shave with it. It does the same thing to the turf. So that's why, that's a big peeve of mine.
And you don't want the old grass put back in there. You want sand put in there.
Well, this is Bermuda grass, okay? It grows. So, yeah, just put the mix in and let the divot go because it'll grow back quick enough.
We've been talking with Dick Gray here at PGA Village. Dick's done a fantastic job renovating these golf courses, having Tom Fazio come in and the Dye people come in, help him share their vision of what needs to be and restoring them. And it shows that the PGA pros are happy to bring their guests down here again. They like to come down here. You have a number of tournaments during the winter where the PGA pros come down and compete in, and everybody just kind of raves about how much better this is from what it was a long time ago. So, Dick, congratulations on a great job.
Thank you. We consider this to be the golf trough, and we think people should come down here and pig out. We've got 54 items on the menu, so bon appetit.
Wanamaker, the Rider, and the Dye course, and for my money, the Dye course is the best course in Florida. So, thanks so much for having us down here, Dick, and we always enjoy talking to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
In addition to great golf at PGA Village, the Taplow Pub serves a wide-ranging menu of favorites, from refreshing salads, tasty soups, along with sandwiches and main entrees to please any palate. If you need to work on your game, the expansive driving range, putting green, and short course will help lower your scores. Even though you don't need to go into the clubhouse because of express check-in, take a moment to walk through and view the memorabilia from past PGA Championships and Ryder Cup matches. You may never be chosen for a Ryder Cup team or hoist a major championship trophy, but you can get your picture taken beside the Wanamaker Trophy awarded to the winner of the PGA Championship every year or the Ryder Cup. Port St. Lucie sits a couple hours south of Orlando and less than an hour north of Palm Beach. It's a great location for winter golf, plus it's less than a 30-minute drive to the Atlantic Ocean beaches. You can even combine baseball and golf. Port St. Lucie is the spring training home of the New York Mets. So after your round, you can sit back, take in a spring training game. There are several hotels that offer affordable lodging, plus PGA Village offers various stay and play options for golfers. Next time you're thinking about heading south, check out PGA Village at Port St. Lucie for the perfect golf vacation.